Hey everybody, it's Carlos. So it is that time of the year again. It is the annual enrollment period for Medicare AEP. You're going to want to get on my calendar as soon as possible because it is a circus around this time of year. Not only is it the annual enrollment period for Medicare, but it's the open enrollment period for Affordable Care Act plans, and it is the special enrollment period for small groups. So we are totally swamped, and we need to get organized. We need to get you on my schedule. So after you watch this video, after you take some notes, jot down some questions, click on the link, set up an appointment, and we'll knock it out. We'll knock everything out in that hour time slot for 2019. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the Medicare annual enrollment period. If you don't know, it starts October 15th. That's where the enrollment opens up. We can start dabbling and figuring out which Medicare Advantage plans or Medicare Part D drug plans are available for 2019. The deadline to pick, choose, join, switch, drop is going to be December 7th. Okay, if we don't get something in by December 7th, then they're just going to automatically enroll you into the plan that you have or map you into the closest one if that plan doesn't no longer exist. So we definitely want to check everything out before December 7th. Okay, anything we do within this time period is for coverage beginning January 1. Okay. So what can I do during the Medicare annual enrollment period? Well, anybody that has that red, white, and blue card, that parts A and B, can join a Medicare Advantage plan if they didn't join one earlier. They can also join a Medicare drug plan if they didn't join one earlier. Okay. Anyone who has a Medicare Advantage plan or a Part D Medicare drug plan can switch out of that or drop it. Okay. So this annual enrollment period has everything to do with Medicare Advantage plans and prescription drug plans. It has nothing to do with Medicare supplements. So if you currently have a Medicare supplement plan and you like it, everything's working out, there's nothing you have to do. You just stick with what you got. That plan is going to continue going. Okay. But if you have a Medicare supplement plan, likely you have a Part D Medicare drug plan. And that's the stuff that we need to get back in here. We need to make an appointment and figure out if there's a better plan for your list of medications in 2019. Okay. Also, anyone that has a Medicare Advantage plan can drop it and switch back to original Medicare Part A and B. If for some reason the Medicare Advantage plan didn't work out for you this year, or you just don't like it, you like the coverage that comes with a Medicare supplement, then before we drop the Medicare Advantage plan, we need to get an application going for a Medicare supplement if that's what you want, because more than likely it's going to have to go through underwriting now. We have to make sure that they accept it, that they give it to us. Once we know that it's for sure going to be available, we're accepted, and it's going to be effective January 1, then we can go ahead and cancel the Medicare Advantage plan. We don't want to do that. We don't want to cancel until we know that we've been accepted on a Medicare supplement plan. So we don't want to wait till close to the end. We don't want to wait till December 7th to do a Medicare supplement application. We want to do it long before that so that we can have it in place and know for sure that we're accepted, and then we can cancel our Medicare Advantage plan if we want to. Okay? So I already have Medicare Advantage or Part D Medicare drug plan. Why do I need to make an appointment with you? Well, you don't have to make an appointment with me if you don't want to. You're just going to be mapped into the same policy for 2019 if that's what you want. If the policy still exists, they're just going to map you into the same policy. If it doesn't exist, then they're going to map you into the closest one with the same carrier. Okay? But why do we want to revisit it? Well, because all these things here, drugs change. What you're taking might have changed. The formulary that the carrier has might have changed, meaning this year the medication could be a tier 1, next year it could be a tier 2. One year it could be a tier 3, next year it can be a tier 1. Who knows? The drug lists change all the time. So if you want to find the plan that has the best coverage for your current list of medications, then we need to get together. Pharmacies change all the time too. It can be that Walgreens was in network with this company and then next year it's not, or any other pharmacy that we can think of. Pharmacies change as well. Doctors change as well. So 1 year a doctor may accept the Medicare Advantage plan that you're on, the next year it won't. Sometimes the new doctors are accepting of the Medicare Advantage plan that you're on. Doctors change all the time. So if you have a doctor or a hospital that you just can't live without, we just want to make sure, double check that he still accepts the policy, or if not, then find a policy that they do accept. Okay. Again, your medications change. When warranty breaks down as we get older, doctor might want to prescribe us a different medication or more medications, or kick us off one. Medication lists change all the time. Okay, so we need to plug it into Medicare.gov, dosage, how often you take them, and we'll let Medicare.gov do all the dirty work and tell us which Medicare drug plan Part D is best for 2019. Okay, benefits change as well. Sometimes a Medicare Advantage plan can change their benefits. What you may be paying a copayment for might be a higher copayment next year. What you were paying, a percentage for, may be a higher percentage next year. Who knows? Benefits change. We just want to look into it and figure out if there is another Medicare Advantage plan that works out better for you, or just double check to make sure that the Medicare Advantage plan that you're on right now isn't changing much, okay, or isn't changing at all. All right. So if we miss this annual enrollment period, there is an opportunity to make these switches or changes outside of open enrollment, as long as we have some sort of special enrollment period. Okay. Usually, if you have a special enrollment period, it's because you moved out of the coverage area, or you lost, let's say, Medicaid coverage. There's a slew of different qualifying life events that will give you a special enrollment period. So if you feel like something like this happened to you outside of this annual enrollment period, then call me and we'll figure it out together. Okay. So other plans that we want to consider now, if you haven't considered them before, is long-term care. Medicare does not cover long-term care. It's one of the gaps in coverage. So once the doctor says, listen, this situation is chronic, there's nothing else we can do, and you can't do 2 out of the 6 activities of daily living, then that's when long-term care kicks in. So the sooner we get it, the younger we are, the less expensive it is. So we definitely want to consider long-term care. And I don't know what the stats are, but I heard that maybe 1 out of 3 people that have Medicare end up needing long-term care. And the misconception is that somebody's going to throw you into a nursing home, and that's not it. Okay, so we can talk about that more here later when we get together. Cancer policies. Cancer is expensive even if you have insurance. When you're going through recovery or whatnot, you still need to pay the mortgage. We still need to keep food on the table. Getting a big fat check is not going to hurt anybody, right? We can use the cancer policies to continue to pay our premiums on the supplements and anything else that we have. We can use the cancer policy to pay off the deductibles and out-of-pockets on Medicare Advantage plans, and everything else, all the money that's left over, we can use it to throw one last hurrah, or we use it to continue with our quality of life. Okay. Dental and vision policies, that's usually a no-brainer. Everybody usually wants a dental and vision policy, so if you haven't considered one, we can talk about those policies as well. So what to have for our appointment? The Medicare red, white, and blue card. April of this year, the government started issuing new red, white, and blue cards with new Medicare numbers on them. So if you have it and we're going to do an application, we need it so we can put the correct Medicare number on there. Okay. We need your current list of medications. Excuse me. The dosage and the frequency. So the names, the dosage, and how often you take the medication. And if you have a pharmacy that you just can't live without, let's get that information ready as well. Okay. Providers' names, doctors and hospitals, just to check network availability. If we're changing into a different Medicare Advantage plan, then we need to make sure that the doctor that you've been seeing your whole life, or that's giving you treatment at the moment, is still is accepting of the plan that we're looking to get into. Okay. If you're not collecting Social Security, if you're collecting Social Security, usually you're getting your Medicare Advantage or your Medicare drug plan taken directly out of your Social Security check. But if you're not, then have your payment information ready, your checking account or your credit card or debit card information, so we can put it on the application. Okay, guys. Somewhere in the website, there's going to be a link where you're going to click on there, schedule an appointment, do it so I can keep myself organized. Like I said, it is a circus around this time period, but do it fast. Jot down some questions. If you watch this video, make sure you jot down your questions so we can answer them at the time of our meeting. Okay, guys, I hope you're doing well. Please don't be afraid to call, email, or text me anytime. It is busy time, so please get yourself on my calendar as soon as possible so we can knock everything out for 2019. Okay? I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.